Hello Internet family, hope this video finds you well, happy and healthy, and doing things that feed your heart. This is the info video for the altar building online class that's about to begin. The thing I really love about using Vastu Shastra, which is the principle we're using here, that Feng Shui actually was born from, is that you can create an altar, a microcosm of elemental energy in your space that generates a certain type of frequency that goes about and brings back to you that which you desire in a way that doesn't necessarily look like an altar. You just need a few elements around you to make sure it's facing directly the way that it should energetically, and also use the compass to decide what kind of altar you want, and also to decide where to put your elements. So some of the things you'll need to build this altar are things to represent air. Here's some examples of what you could use to represent air. You could use a smudge stick. You could use a tuning fork because the sound goes through the air. You could use incense, and incense and smudge stick can both be used for air and fire because they burn. For air, you could also use, for instance, an air plant too. The point is to use things you already have in your home, things that are already precious to you. Now for the element of earth, you could again use the air plant. You could use crystals that you might have sitting around, like this amethyst, like this rose quartz, like this selenite. You could use houseplants. You could use anything made of stone, things that are important to you. For fire, you could use candles, even a little tea light. Like I said, you could also use smudge sticks or incense. For earth, you could also use something like this, a little spell bottle I've made from precious roses and other types of herbs I've gathered here and there over my travels. For water, you could use a seashell. You could use a water plant like a marimo, like this friend of mine. You could use something that purely symbolizes it, like this mermaid comb that I love, made out of alderwood, which is sacred to the goddess. Or you could use something symbolic like this ink that I have that's called waterman. I don't know if you guys can see that. There we are. Anyways, these are the things you'll use. And in the altar building course, we're needing everything for the elements, the 4 elements first of all, and then we'll use Celtic magic to touch base with what those elements mean. Air meaning ideas, information, communication. Fire meaning willpower, strength, the potential to burn away and create a new life force. Water meaning emotion, emotional mastery, emotional energy, and earth meaning physical manifestation. For Vastu Shastra, you also need a couple other things, both that can be very subtle, both that can already be found in your house. The idea here, since we're doing this in the time of quarantine still being present in our world, is that you don't have to go out and buy anything. You can use what you have on hand. The course is going to be 4 weeks long. We'll go through the month of August, and there are going to be 3 different levels of enrollment that range from you doing it completely at your own pace and being able to go how quickly or how slowly you desire, to us checking in weekly with an audio call, to us checking in weekly with a live video course. So it just depends on what you want. All this is information you can also find yourself if you research Vastu Shastra, or if you research Celtic magic. You can see how to set up altars in similar ways that we'll be using. If you're interested, go to the link in my bio, charismelina.com, and join up for the altar class. There are limited spaces in both of the live options, so if you want to be in it, spaces will be open till they fill up. Now, before I go, just sending you a little love, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what you hold true, sending you blessings and love and peace and healing. Hope this summer gets brighter and brighter for you, and that this fall brings bounty of harvest of integrity, truth, and exactly everything you've been working for. Blessings.